So today your meditation is going to be a little different. It's going to be a singing meditation. Because my whole talk today is going to be all about how love starts with you. When you fill up that well of love, you have the capacity to give to other people and give to the world. So a little chant I wrote based on a Buddhist prayer. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. So let me sing it to you once. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Now, if you would, put your hand over your heart. Or imagine looking at yourself in the mirror, singing to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be well, peaceful and at ease. May I be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may I be happy. Take a deep breath. Do that again. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, peaceful. May I be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may I be happy. Now think about someone you love, someone you're grateful for. Put them in your mind's eye and say to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, peaceful. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. Send them some love. Now think of someone else. Put them in your mind's eye, someone else you love, and say, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, peaceful. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. All right, let's try something. To the extent that your mind and your heart can open a little bit, just a little bit this morning, think of someone you have a little issue with, someone who might trigger you a little bit, someone you have got a little bit of judgment with, and just say to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. So take a deep breath on that one. Sometimes you have to sing that a few times to let it sink in. But now think about the people in your world, in your community, people here on this call today. Think about the person on your Zoom room, call to your right and your left and your right. If you're looking in the gallery view, the person up above you, below you, and just say, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be well, peaceful and at ease. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. And why don't you put your hands to the screen and give it to everybody. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well, each person here, peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. Now take those hands and put them back on your heart and give it back to yourself, because this is where it all starts from. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, peaceful. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. Just that last line. And may I be happy. Now you can affirm and say, I am happy, and you're allowed to smile. And I am happy. So just take a deep breath. Feel what that feels like to just rest in your heart. And this is a little meditation you could do every day. Even if you just put your hand on your heart and say, may I be filled with loving kindness. Think of someone, may you. Think of the world, may we. But it starts with us because we choose. Every day we choose. Every day is a choice. So today you have a choice. You can choose between anger and love, division and unity, frustration and hope, selfishness and giving, turning away or showing up. And when you choose kindness and loving kindness, the choice is always simple. It's hard to regret being kind. So today, that's the question. What do you choose? What are you choosing? So take a deep breath, just anchor all that we just did. And look at this day ahead of you and what you're choosing. What do I want my day to be? I choose. And what do I want to feel today? I choose. And what do I want to say today? What words will come from my lips? I choose. Every day I choose, I choose. It's up to me to choose. Okay, I want you to wiggle in your seats a little bit. There you go. Cam's got it. She's doing the shoulders. All right, let me teach this to you. It goes like this. Today I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. Now it's your turn. Today, I choose to be grateful. To be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. How about happy today? I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy. How about peaceful today? I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Now here's the deal. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. Today, how about loving? I choose to be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving, loving. How about joyful today? I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful. Now here's what I want you to do. Pick your own word today. Think about what word you want. I choose. What's your day going to be? To be. Put it in that place. Today. I choose. What's your word? To be. Pick another word. Today. Present. Happy. I choose to be. Today. I choose to be. Because whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. You know it's all up to me. Oh, today I choose to be so thankful. Today I choose thankful to be thankful. All right, let's go back to grateful. Today I choose to be so grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, grateful. Do that again. To be grateful, grateful. To be grateful, grateful, big finish. To be grateful, grateful. Oh, good job. That's what you do on Zoom. You get desperate. $9 on Amazon. This is what I've been doing for 3 years. But actually, it's great. I'm kind of going back in the world again, and it's wonderful, but it's just lovely to be with all of you and have you from different places. My friend Anne just always shows up at these things, and I think she knows my talks better than I do. She knows when I don't know my words, I just look at her and she's mouthing the words, and I could just... So here's what I want to say to you today. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are? You are precious, so sweet and so bright, a radiant beam of shining light. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how deeply loved you are? Now that's my question for the day. Do you know? Do you know in your heart and your soul how loved you are? Or does your inner critic come in and go, oh, not so much today. Oh, no. No, you don't look so great. Let me ask you this question. So I just asked you, like, how do you start your day? And one of my favorite ways to start every talk that I do is to ask this question, because it really does set up what I'm going to talk about today, which is when you woke up this morning and you opened up your little eyes to the world and you said, it's a new day, ta-da, I'm still here. And you sashayed into the bathroom and you looked at yourself in the mirror, went, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? Did you? And you look at your body and you just think, oh my God, this magnificent artwork, this piece of beautifulness right here. Did you do all that? Or did you immediately have your inner critic come in and go, oh my God, what happened to you? And your hair's like this and your body's dropping and what's going on? So here's the thing. I truly believe that this is one of my main points I make in every one of my talks, is that how we start our day is what sets up how the day will just unfold. And most of the songs that I have on all of my albums, and I'm saying albums, I'm dating myself, CDs, albums, whatever, they all start with the same message, which is the very first song always has a positive message of, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, or I will surrender to my greatest, highest good, or I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. So I just truly believe that when we start our day in that way, it becomes this foundation of love for ourselves. But when we start off in a way that we're thinking we're behind when the alarm clock goes off, or, oh, I've got so much to do, and it sets up this dis-ease in our body and our mind, we attract that during the day. Now, I was driving the other day, and I saw this sign. I was driving by pretty fast, and I saw this sign that said, love workout. And I went, oh my God, what a great idea. Every morning to start your day, some of you might have an exercise routine. Well, what about if you started your day with 10 reps of, I am wonderful, fabulous, worthy. Again, I am wonderful, fabulous, worthy. Or five reps of, I appreciate myself for. I appreciate myself for this and for that, whatever. But actually, the next day I was driving by, and where I thought it said love workout, it was really love your workout, come work out with us. But I thought, what a great thing. Wouldn't that be great to do a love workout every morning? I know someone who the first thing in the morning, she gets up and she just goes, oh, good morning, beautiful, and gives herself little hugs and starts her day in that way. What a fabulous idea, don't you think? But how often does our critic come in and just go, oh, you're not enough, you're not worthy, blah, 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 blah. So there's a routine that a friend of mine does every night, and she calls it her nighttime love routine. And what she does is she stands in front of the mirror. There's our friend Noreen, Ann, that we know so well. Noreen stands in front of the mirror every night. I think she's been doing this for like 5 years. And she said, Noreen, I appreciate you for what? I acknowledge you for whatever. And so what that does is it sets up the day to be that she's looking for things that she's going to acknowledge herself for at the end of the day. And she said this has been life-changing for her to be able to set up the tone of her day in the morning, looking for ways that she's going to acknowledge herself later. And it could be the smallest thing. But who else knows but us what we do during the day? I mean, yes, it's great when other people acknowledge us and see us and give us credit. But for the most part, the kindnesses that we do, the little kindnesses that we give to other people, the paying for someone's coffee at Starbucks or letting someone in traffic or whatever when you're driving, we're the only ones who see that. And so to acknowledge yourself, I think is just what's so important, because the bottom line is this: the media and your critic is constantly telling you you're not enough. I mean, it's just the way that our society is set up, in a way with advertising that only if you look this way, or you have this car, or you wear this makeup, or your hair looks like this, or you're skinny, or you're this, you're that, you get acknowledgement. And when we truly love ourselves just for who we are, that's all we really need. I mean, what would it look like if the only vow you made to yourself all year long was to love yourself more? To let it be when those voices come in saying you're not enough, you just go, back off. Actually, I always love to do this. Everyone try this with me. So if you have it in gallery view, you can see how everybody else is doing it. But when your inner critic comes in, or society or media is saying to do something, what you do is you say, I know you were there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. Okay, so repeat after me. I know you were there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. And when you do that, you have to do this. And that is not my truth today. Okay, so everyone do a little attitude thing with me. Come on, try it. Come on, Kevin, you can do it. Come on, everybody. And show them how to do it. You do it really well. But that is not my truth today, because we have to have those boundaries. We have to have those boundaries. And the truth is that we have to be gentle with ourselves. That's the bottom line, because that inner critic will always be there. But, I wrote a song that just says, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will love myself. I will rock myself like a newborn baby child. And what's interesting about that song, of all the chants and songs I've written, that little chant on Spotify, on my little Spotify channel, if any of you listen to this, listen to Spotify, that just got 3 million hits. And I have to look at that and say, why is that little chant more popular than all my other songs I've written? It's because that's what we need to hear. I will be gentle with myself. I will be easy on myself. And what always cracks me up is that whenever I find myself beating myself up for something, I then beat myself up even more, going, oh my God, but you're the person who wrote, I will be gentle with myself. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it, stop it. But we're human. We go off track. And that's the thing. How do we come back when we go off track? How do we come back? So I need to just acknowledge to you, before I launch into more of this, that this talk is actually pretty selfish. Because what I have learned is that when we are kinder to ourselves, we can be kinder to the world. So the kinder you are to yourself, the kinder you're going to be to me. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to love me. The more you give yourself a break, you know what? The more you're going to give me a break. Because right now, I don't know if you all feel this like I do, but the world needs our light. The world needs our light and our love and our living in a judgment-free zone with each other. Because the only way we're going to heal this division in our country, I believe, with the politics and all this kind of craziness, is with this, is with loving ourselves more, coming from a place of kindness, and giving that to the world in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways, buying someone a cup of coffee and having them going, oh, why are you doing this to me? Because I want to give this to you. Just accept it. So what would it look like if the other serenity prayer was this? Please grant me the serenity to stop beating myself up for not doing things perfectly, the courage to forgive myself because I always try my best, and the wisdom to know that I am a good person with a kind heart. Isn't that a good one? To give yourself a break. Now, I truly learned the power of receiving love and that reciprocal place of giving it, but then being able to open to receive it many years ago with a friend of mine named Janet. And Janet was a practitioner. She was a teacher. She was very, very spiritual. And when Janet was making her transition, since you talked about your beloved person this morning, I just thought I would share this story. When Janet was at the end of her life, she called together 10 of her favorite women. And she asked us all to be part of her leaving this planet. She said, I've been this spiritual person all my life. I want to live and leave consciously. And so we all just kind of gulped and went, okay, what is that going to look like? But we all said yes. And we all wound up having our own little different tasks that we did. And in my case, because I can't cook to save my life or hers, I didn't do the cooking role, but I did the music role. And what I did was I brought my piano into her room and I would sing to her every day. And at one point, she was receiving so much love from everybody. She was getting emails and texts and reading her Facebook page, and everybody was just going on and on about what a wonderful contribution she had made to their lives. And she called me over one day and said, I have something to confess. I'm feeling kind of weird because it's taking so long. Why is it taking so long? And I said, Janet, when have you ever had a time in your life when all you did was be open to receiving, having all these people catering to your every whim and desire of what you wanted to eat or whatever? All of a sudden, she let herself eat as much ice cream as she wanted to because it didn't matter anymore. She was going to give herself what she wanted. And she said, no wonder I don't want to leave. This is just the most beautiful time of my life. And at one point, hospice called and said, how are you doing? And she said, oh my God, I'm having the most fabulous death. Could you imagine? And then at another point, she said to me, why did it take me so long to learn that maybe life is just simply about giving and receiving love? That's all we're here for. That's all we're here for. All the other stuff is cherries and whipped cream, but the bottom line is we are here to give and receive love. And from that place, I wrote, I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. And then I also wrote, if love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. I mean, isn't that what it is? For all of you to even start this talk today with speaking about your beloved person who just transitioned, to be able to say, what did she mean to you? What did she give to you? And that's what we hold. That's what we hold over those moments, those thoughts, those little moments of connection that you had. You know, the other part of this I think is so important is allowing yourself, as Janet did, to give yourself credit for what you do, what you've accomplished. You know, so oftentimes we tend to just, discard that. If someone comes up and goes, oh God, let me tell you how fabulous you are. You go, oh, no. It's all about you. Or when someone says you have a nice outfit, oh no, this whole thing. How often we just kind of bat it away. But I think, we all need to give ourselves standing ovations every day. We all need to practice what Noreen is doing. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, oh my God, look at what you did, girlfriend. Look at what you did. So did y'all see, like last month, there was the Golden Globe Awards. And I loved this. There was this actress named Niecy Nash who wound up winning a Golden Globe for her portrayal in this drama. And she got up there And she's all, oh my God, this is so great. And she's thanking her friends and her family and God and everybody. But here's what I loved about this that I took from her. I literally quoted her here because she said this, which to me is a turning point for all of us. She said, and finally, I want to thank me. She said, I want to thank me for believing in me and doing what they said I could not do. And I want to say to myself, in front of all of you beautiful people, you go, girl, with your bad self. You did that. And they panned to the audience, and everybody was laughing, but mostly they were going, yes! Wait a minute, where's my thing in the background? Wait a minute, how do I do this? Wait a second, wait, where's my thing? Wait, I got this thing. Oh, how do I do it? Wait a minute. Is it this? Is it this one? Wait a minute. Yeah, look at that. It's the new Mac. It has little fun things. But how often do we celebrate ourselves like that? You know, I actually had a habit of every time I made a CD, and I've got 22 CDs out. Every time I made a CD, the box would come. I'd go, okay, great, good. You got that done. All right, now we have to start promoting it. And I would immediately put it in the garage and like not even take the moment to go, good girl. So when I wrote a book a few years ago, and when that book came, I remember here's the example of today I have a choice. I can either continue doing that behavior or I could do something different. And I said, all right, no one was home. And I said, all right, girlfriend, you are going to celebrate yourself. And I opened up the box. I took the book out. I looked at it. I got myself some champagne in a fancy glass. And I toasted myself, looked at the book and said, you go, girl. You did that. You know, I just was like, it's time you start celebrating. Because the bottom line is, if you celebrate yourself, you open your heart up to the world celebrating you. And I celebrate all of you right here, right now. You know, years ago, I did a comedy act with my girlfriend, Lauren Mayer, and we got one of our big breaks, and we went to Hollywood to do this comedy club. And one of the things that we did is we had all these props that we had with us as part of our act. And I remember some jaded stagehand walked by us bringing out all of our props and going, gee, you girls must not be very good if you have all this stuff. And he walked away, and we were crushed. But it's stuck with us so much through the years that we've talked about this, that the idea that, yeah, the props were fun, but it was really filling up a place in both of us that if we have these props, then we'll be better. Then we'll be better. And one of the things that I think is so important for all of us to know is what things do we do on an unconscious level that we're filling ourselves up with. That if only I do this, or if only I say this or act this way, then I'll be loved, then I'll be accepted. And so I've learned from that. And Rumi has this great line where he says, we carry inside us the wonders that we are seeking outside of us. We carry inside of us already the wonders we seek outside of us. And Ram Dass said, you are loved just for being who you are, just for existing. You don't have to do anything to earn it. No one can take this love away from you, and it will always be there. It will always be there. So I leave you with one last little story that my friend Brian is another person who made his transition, unfortunately. And when he had his memorial, people stood up and said the most amazing things about him. And Brian was one of those people that he was so uncomfortable a lot of times in who he was that if anybody gave him a compliment, he would usually bat it away. And so people, I think, didn't tell him that much because they could tell he was uncomfortable with it. But I just kept thinking when we were at this memorial, if only he could hear what everyone was saying about him. What a difference it could have made in his life. So, you know, in this month that we had Valentine's Day and it's the month of love, I say to each of you, don't wait to tell yourself, don't wait to tell someone you love the beauty that they are, the goodness that they are, to be able to share that love with yourself first, to give yourself credit for what it is that you do or that you are. You're a good friend, you're a good parent, you cook well, whatever it is that you do, give yourself that credit every day. And where you might have that voice come up and go, oh, you're being selfish or narcissistic. No, you're not. You know, you deserve the love that you have earned just by being who you are. So I say to you, how could anyone ever tell you that you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you were less than whole? And how could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle, and how deeply you're connected to my soul? So I leave you with this. In this moment, in this place, I hope we can all remember who I am, letting fear and worry just fall away from me. I open my heart and I can see. Now here's your part if you want to sing this with me. There is only love. There is only love. It's a love that heals, a love that sets us free. There is only love. Can you sing that one time with me? There is only love. There is only love. Sing that again. There is only love, sweet love. Now, it's a love that heals, a love that sets me free, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. And there is only love. So this week, I'm going to give you homework. Do something kind and loving towards yourself. Think of one thing you could do. And think of something kind and loving you could do for someone in your life. It could just be a phone call. And what is something loving and kind you could do for your community? But let it start with you. There is only love. So put your hand on your heart and just say, I give myself that love each and every day. I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. And then I give it out to the world. And so it is.